Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Sarah Buyukan, and in my channel, I love to talk about life in Canada. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you so much for everybody who subscribed my channel. So anyway, my topic for today, I'm going to share you the most important requirements for applying as a caregiver or a nanny here in Canada. Okay, we are talking about the new pilot program. Okay, you have to remember the old pathway for the caregiver was being abolished last year. So the immigration changed a new pilot program for caregiver last year of June 18, 2019. I was discussing this to my other videos, but I'm going to share this again because I noticed some people, they keep asking what are the requirements to be a caregiver in Canada. So this is the most important you need to accomplish before you go to agency and asking for their help to help you to find an employer here. Okay, so first thing you have to do is you have to make it sure you have 72 units in college, or you finish a 2-year course in your back home, or you are in the 3rd year level or in university in college, or you finish your college degree in your back home. So if you finish, you don't have to be a board passers, whatever degree you finish, as long as you have that level of education. Then second you have to do is gather all the information of your credentials, diplomas, or certificate submitted here in Canada for them to assess the level of your education in Canada. So if you pass the level of education here in the high standard level of education here in Canada, then that's the time they give it back to you, the result. Then third you have to have is you need to pass the IELTS examination, the English language test examination. You have to have a passing score of 5. Okay, so if in case you take their examination and you failed, take another one again. Don't be disappointed. Okay, so prepare your passport as well before you go to the agency. So if you and you have to remember, because of this pandemic, make all things slow. Okay, so if in case you submitted your credentials here in Canada, you need to wait for between 2, 3, 4, 5 months. We don't know exactly, because make all things slow because of this pandemic, right? But you can apply, go to the website, and then you can find, I will send you all the information about what organizations here in Canada, they will do all the assessment. Okay, okay, so you can submit your IQUAS, actually is located in Edmonton, and for your ICES is located in British Columbia, and the WES or World Education Service is located actually in Ontario. Okay, so go to the agency also. You have to make it sure this agency is a real one, a legit one, the legal one. They don't just suck your money for nothing. You have to make it sure they have to find employer for you, because nowadays a lot of agency, they just money. Okay, so just make it sure these are legal one. Okay, so once you gather all the requirements, then that's the time you prepare all the documents for yourself. If you have a children, prepare their documents, their passport, the birth certificate, police clearance, or NBI clearance, or whatsoever, because it's all in the package application. Because if you're going to the agency, they're going to guide you what you're going to provide for the application, but you are the applicant is going to provide everything anyway, what you're going to attach for the application. But to make it sure you have a 1-year full-time paid work experience in your country. So it's okay, you don't have to be a nurse background, as long as you have a full-time 1-year paid work experience during the time of your application, during the time they process your paperwork in Canada. And by the time you come in Canada and work as a caregiver, then you have to work full-time job as a caregiver, and that's the time you prove to the immigration that you work as a full-time 2 years to the immigration for your permanent resident. I were you and you don't have really a work experience as a nurse or a caregiving, but you really want to come in Canada and work as a caregiver because you want to be a permanent resident in Canada, right? So if I'm the employer, why should I hire you if I can see a lot of applicants who have the work experience as a caregiver or a nurse background, right? So for you to be hired here in Canada, you need to have at least show to your application that you have the work experience of a caregiver, right? So because it doesn't make sense if I'm going to hire you without any experience as a caregiver. And if I'm going to hire you and you're going to come here to take care, like for example my mom who is an elderly, who is need to be changed diaper, and you have no idea about changing diapers, so how could I hire you? Or you are coming here to take care the high function or the special needs kids who have the behavior. So if you don't have those kind of experience and no ideas, how can we hire you, right? So if I were you, while the processing of your application, or if you have the planning really to come here in Canada as a caregiver, go to the institution in your country who can hire you to work as a volunteer. You can go volunteer in the hospital, go volunteer in your health, related to healthcare in your country. Then you have some ideas how to take care of people with disabilities, take care kids who are high function with special needs children, right? So if I were you, you can do that, because in every country there is always that kind of program. Or you can go to school in a caregiver course, because that's where you can learn basic things for the caregiver. Okay, so that's only the tips I can give it to you, because that's how it works, right? So unless if you are a direct hire from your relatives or your friend, you don't need to have those work experience as a caregiver, and it's okay, because you are direct hire. You come here in Canada, I mean to say you're going to work with the family who hire you, right? So it makes sense. Then that's the time you are in Canada, that's the time you will learn everything and anything, because it's still different when you just mention about caregiver and you don't have any experienced work as a caregiver. So if I were you, do some of my advice, because I know, because I'm in Canada. Okay, so and I want you to be here in Canada in the future too, because as I mentioned many times, Canada is the best place for you to settle, especially when you have small children. Canada is still the best place, especially at this time of pandemic. How can we survive? Because government help us here in Canada. So this is one of the best country in the world to settle. That's why I'm always sharing my blessings, because I want you to be in this country with me. Okay, anyway guys, thank you for watching, and if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below, as I'm going to share you more about caregiver in Canada. I have so much experience about caregivers, so I love to share it to you guys. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and just to remind you, I'm not an agency who can find you an employer here in Canada. I'm just an ordinary human being, Canadian citizen in this country, concerned for you. What are the requirements for a caregiver or whatsoever? Just give me a comments down below, ask me questions, and I'm trying my best to answer you as much as I can. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and God bless you, and I will see you for my next video. Thank you. Bye.